Hey, what's up guys? MLT Tricks here, and in today's video I'm going to be performing and then teaching you how to do this really cool prediction card trick that will definitely fool everyone you perform it to. But before we get into that, I just want to thank you guys so much for 30,000 subscribers. And in my previous videos, I've been saying once we reach that milestone, I will be having an Amazon gift card giveaway on the channel. So that's what I'm going to be explaining right now. So I'm going to be giving away 3 $10 Amazon gift cards, and all you need to do in order to enter this giveaway is be subscribed to the channel, drop a like on this video, and comment in the comment section below your favorite card trick or your favorite type of card trick. That's all you have to do. Just do it one time on one of my videos, and I will be announcing the 3 winners in a video within the next week or so, because I just want to give everyone a chance to enter. So make sure you guys do that. And anyways, let's get right into this performance. Okay, so I'm going to start off this trick by showing you guys that I do in fact have a prediction in the card box here. So I'm just going to keep this off to the side for now, but we will get to it later in this trick because it's going to be very important. Now I'm just going to mix up the cards a little bit by giving them a riffle shuffle. And if I had a spectator here, I would have them touch the back of any 5 cards they want to as I spread out the deck just like this. So let's say they touch 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, just like so. So keep in mind here, guys, if I had a spectator with me, they could have touched the back of any 5 cards they wanted to as I was, spreading out the deck. And what we're going to do here is take your 5 cards, and we're going to go ahead and just count them up to make sure that we do in fact have 5 cards. And then I'm going to have my spectator mix them up a little bit. So let's first go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now my spectator is going to have a couple of decisions to make. So what I'm going to do here is either deal the cards or switch them, and my spectator can tell me what to do. So let's say they want to go deal, we'll switch, and then we'll switch these as well. So keep in mind here, my spectator could have told me to deal all the cards or switch them. It really does not matter. We just want to mix up these 5 cards. So now what we're going to do is go ahead and turn over the 5 cards. So we have the King of Clubs, the 7 of Diamonds, the 3 of Clubs, the 2 of Hearts, and the Ace of Spades. And now, guys, I'm going to go ahead and go to my prediction that has been on the table the entire time. I'm going to open it up, and you will see that I have some writing on this piece of paper. And as you can see, I actually predicted the cards that you chose. I not only predicted the cards, I got the exact order right, because I have King, 7, a 3, a 2, and an ace. So that is the card trick. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and if you want to learn how to do it, make sure to stick around for the tutorial. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed that performance, and this card trick is not too difficult to perform, and it has a very powerful effect on your spectator. So what you're going to do is take out your deck of cards and then remove any 5 cards you want to from the deck. And I would suggest that these cards have different values because it just makes for an overall better effect, and the suits of these cards do not matter. So what you're going to do here is you're going to take out your 5 cards, and then you're going to write them on a piece of paper in the exact same order. And for the face cards, I would just write the first letter. For example, King, I just wrote K. And then for the number cards, you just go ahead and write their number, and Ace, I just wrote A. So once again, it's very important that you write them on a piece of paper in the exact same order that you have the cards. So a King, I had that on top, and then a 7, I put that in the second position, just like this as you're writing them down. So once you have your prediction set, you're going to fold it up, place it off to the side throughout the trick. You can put it in your pocket or put it in the card box. And guys, later in this tutorial, I will be explaining why I don't think you should write the suit of the card on your prediction. For example, I would write King of Clubs. I'll be explaining later why I don't think you should do that. But anyways, you're going to fold up your prediction. You're going to take the 5 cards in the exact same order that you have them written on your prediction. You're simply going to place ththese 5 cards on the bottom of the deck. And from here, you are ready to go. So you're going to go up to your spectator and just make it appear to them that you are mixing up the deck, but in reality, you are keeping the 5 cards at the bottom of the deck. So what I did in the performance was a riffle shuffle. I just started by shuffling those 5 cards, and then I finished the shuffle just like this. And you guys can also do, any false cuts you want to as well. Now from here, when your spectator thinks the deck is mixed up, but in reality you have your 5 predictions at the bottom of the deck, you're going to have them touch 5 cards as you spread out the deck. And the only thing that cannot happen here is them touching one of the bottom 5 cards. They cannot touch any one of those predictions that you have at the bottom of the deck. So you're going to spread through, they'll touch 5 cards. Just make sure you don't have them choose one of those bottom 5. So you're going to go through whichever card they touch, you'll just out jog it like so. And once they have touched their 5 cards, you're going to want to spread all the way to the bottom because you're going to need to get a pinky break separating your 5 predictions at the bottom of the deck. So you're going to kind of eyeball the cards, the bottom 5 here. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you square up the cards, simply put your pinky in there above the bottom 5 cards. You're going to square up the cards just like this. And now here's what you have. You have the 5 cards that they touched, they're outjogged. And now you have a pinky break separating the rest of the deck from your 5 predictions. Now at this point with the pinky break, you're going to come over with your other hand. You're going to put your thumb down here and you're going to use your 4 fingers and just grip the deck like this, because what you have done here is you basically just separated the bottom 5 cards now from the rest of the deck, so your hand can now move freely with these 5 cards. And what you're doing here now is essentially switching out these 5 cards with the 5 cards that they chose. I'm sure you guys already assumed this, so I'm going to be explaining now how you can do that. So you're going to have the 5 cards, they're going to be moving freely, and this is going to be the exposed view. So you're going to move up the 5 cards, and you're going to be taking out the 5 cards that they chose. And as you're doing this, I would switch your grip with your other hand to having your thumb on the side and then your 4 fingers on the opposite end of the deck. It just makes it easier to do this move. And keep in mind here, guys, the deck is going to be concealing the 5 cards as you're moving them up just like this. Now from here, this is the exposed view. You're going to remove the 5 cards just like this from the deck. Keep in mind here, you're going to want to keep the cards and the deck as square as possible. And as you're removing these cards, you're going to need to get a pinky break now separating the 5 cards that your spectator chose from your 5 predictions just like this. And keep the cards as square as possible, because if they are off-centered like this, your spectator may see some of those bottom 5 cards and they may get suspicious. Now at this point, with these 10 cards here, you have your 5 predictions and the 5 cards that your spectator chose. You're going to keep them as square as possible, and this is going to be happening really quickly. You're going to take the deck, you're simply going to put it on top of the 5 cards that they chose, and you're going to be stealing those basically from your packet of cards that you already had. It's going to be really quickly, and what you're doing there, you're going to basically make the excuse to your spectator. You're not really going to be saying anything, actually. You're just going to be squaring up the cards like that. So I'm going to go through that move one more time here. You have the 5 cards that your spectator chose. You have a pinky break separating the 2 packets. You come over with the rest of the deck. You just go like that. And if you do that move quickly, it's really convincing to your spectator that you're simply just squaring up the 5 cards that they chose. But in reality, what you have here are your 5 predictions. So that is how you guys are going to be able to switch the 5 cards with your predictions. And now I'm just going to talk about why I did not have the suit of the cards written on my prediction. So if you guys write the suits of your cards, for example here, King of Clubs, 7 of Diamonds, your spectator may get really suspicious that you actually did in fact switch the 5 cards. You just do not want them to think that you're doing any of that, kind of switching the cards. So the best way to prevent that is you just simply write the values of the cards, King, 7, 3, 2, and Ace in this case, just to prevent that, so your spectator does not get suspicious. So that's why I did not write the suits. Obviously, if you guys are performing this trick yourselves, you can. I just personally like to write the values of the cards on my prediction. Now at this point here, you're going to have your 5 cards. Your spectator thinks that these are the 5 cards that they touched. And what you're going to do here is first explain to them that you are going to count out their cards just to make sure that we have 5. And what you're doing is basically reverse counting these cards. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you have just reversed the order of the 5 cards. Now from here, your spectator knows that you have 5 cards in this pile. You're going to explain to them that they are going to have some decisions to make when it comes to these 5 cards. So they can either have you deal the cards just like that, or they can have you switch the cards just like so. But you guys will see here, if we switch the cards, it really does not manipulate the order. For example, so we're going to be placing down the Ace and then the 2 right after that. But let's say we switch the cards. You're going to take off the first card. You're going to place a second one right on top of it. And once you have done this, you're simply, to make it more convincing that you're really switching, you're just going to flip the positions just like that. Do that quickly, and your spectator will really believe that you're switching the cards, but in reality, you're still placing the Ace down and then the 2 right after that. So this is kind of what it should look like in, normal speed. Let's say your spectator says switch, you just switch them, and then you'll deal the last card. What you've done there is you've just got the cards now back to that regular order. So I'm going to go through it one more time. You have the 5 cards. After you switch them with the 5 cards that your spectator chose, they are first going to be in this normal order. You're going to count them off. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have just reversed the order of them. Now your spectator is going to have you either deal the cards or switch them just to get them back in the regular order. Once again here, guys, they deal. If they have you switch, it does not change anything. They'll deal that final card. And now you're going to explain to your spectator that we have 5 random cards here and that they manipulated the order. And what you're going to do is you're going to deal from the top. You're just going to kind of have them in this line, just like so. So it matches your prediction. So let's say here we start up. We have the king, the 7, the 3, the 2, and the ace. And once again, this is the order that we had at the beginning of the setup when you put the 5 cards at the bottom of the deck. So now that you have the 5 cards, your spectator thinks this is completely random and that they, chose these 5 cards, but in reality you forced them. And what you're going to do is you're going to take out your prediction, and I think it makes for a better effect if you line it up exactly just like this. So they're in these vertical columns. And then you're going to explain to your spectator that you not only predicted the correct value of all these cards, you're going to show them that you have the order correct of all of them, just like that. King, 7, 3, 2, and ace. So that is the card trick. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you perform the move correctly, where you switch out the 5 cards, your spectator will have no idea. They will think that they, chose these 5 cards, and it makes for a very cool and impossible effect. So that is going to do it for this video. Once again, thank you guys so much for 30,000 subscribers. Make sure to enter the giveaway. All you need to do is be subscribed to the channel, drop a like on this video, and comment your favorite card trick or type of card trick in the comment section below. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, leave it a thumbs up, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Peace out.